Um, Currently, however, it looks like most of them are working on more exotic and esoteric sexual positions that, frankly, test the very limits of human flexibility.
Hmm. So, is this academy actually religious, or is the name just for show?
Oh, this has nothing to do with the Church of Avara. We worship Avara in our own way by teaching students to be the best possible sluts they can. Anyone can lay down and spread their legs, but it takes a really trained and skilled slut to bring as many men to orgasm as are in the general vicinity without exhaustion or repetition.
Excellent. I approve of this academy. um, I suppose after that, Encina will actually return to Callistra with what little she's managed to learn. And that's pretty much it. I've got really nothing else to do. I'm just kind of here, lore collecting.
Okay. Next up is Sinarra, walking over to the
Hello.
smithy to see what the Dullahan has to offer. Okay, the smithy is open, and at least her body is hard at work. She's wearing a leather smock, and her bare skin is glistening with sweat. She has a fairly fair complexion with freckles along her shoulders and thighs. The head notices you as you come in. Oh, thank you for coming. I'll do what I can to be with you in just a moment. If you'd just mind taking a seat while I finish up this one little sword.
All right, I will nod silently and take my seat while scratching my head, um, looking at the strange creature, and I'm going to detect evil as while I'm doing that.
The Dulhan radiates a very minor, passive form of evil, probably related to the fact that she's undead more than any particular action she's taken.
All right, um, have you worked here long?
Oh no, I used to work out a little further away, but I heard about this place and thought it would be a good place to set up a shop. So I came on down, and sure enough, they didn't have a smithy. So I set up, and there were quite a few things to make. Found myself rolling in business. I must admit, though, I was hoping to sell a few more magical items, but it takes me so long to make them, and there's so many merchants selling them that I really don't have much of a market for them. So I've been tending to broken things.
Yeah, well, I can certainly say that this is a very interesting place. Um, I'm certainly interested in taking a look at whatever weapons you have. Um, I'm going back into the tomb, and my first time didn't go so well, so I'm trying to get better prepared for that.
Ah, I see. Well, of course, I wish you all the luck in the world, but it's really not so bad out here. Sure, there's all the things with the chains and all the mention of slaves and what have you, but it's really just the people's fetishes to be dominated like that. If you don't want to, you don't have to serve someone as a slave. You could just walk around fucking whoever you like. If you fancy someone and they take your eye, you're welcome to indulge yourself with them. But it's not like they're out there making you fuck everybody that you encounter. It's a little misleading. Just because everyone enjoys it so much, people who come in at first glance, they think that it's some kind of crazy, I don't know, bondage facility.
Well, that might be true, but every female in my family carries a curse that basically makes the sort of slavery you're talking about an inevitability for us. So I have to go into the tomb to break it, or, well, you've seen some of the more immobile slaves.
Uh, I must admit, familiar with those kind of curses, and I do wish you all the luck in the world. The My family comes from a line of curses, if you weren't able to guess from the distance between my neck and my head.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything.
Ah, don't worry about it. I've made my peace with such a thing. It's a little disjointing at first, but after a while, it's actually quite convenient. Nobody can go and do things while your head does others. I get so much reading done. It's really quite convenient that I'm so close to the bookstore.
I giggle.
I must confess, though, it is nice to just sit down and talk with someone for a while. The town is nice and all, but to be honest, I was kind of hoping to meet someone while I was here. Nobody's really caught my eye yet.
I noticed there's a lot of different types of creatures, either from walks of life or mutated from this place. Do you really get that much? Uh, I can't think of the word right now. Discrimination for what you are here?
Well, of course, most people are a little reluctant to have anything to do with the undead. We've got a bit of a bad reputation in these parts, previous owner of the tomb and what have you. I don't set foot inside the tomb itself, though. The nature of the beast is that undead don't fare so well. I do wonder, though. I have a favor, perhaps, that I could ask of you, and I'd be greatly obliged to help you with whatever I can if you do me this comparatively minor favor.
If it doesn't take me directly out of the way of my current quest, I'd be happy to help you.
No, quite the opposite, actually. I think you'd be able to accomplish this while you're attending to your quest. You see, the priests of Doxy are very keen, you see, to have all the monsters be reproducing. I'm not sure exactly what their end goal is, other than possibly just worship of the Avera, goddess of fertility. But I haven't met anybody, and I kind of want to save myself for someone who is actually very nice. I don't just want to go around fucking slaves or monsters. But they give you this little stone, you see, and everyone you fuck, a little imprint puts itself on the stone, and you can turn the stone in for credits in the city. Now, I can't do anything to fill the stone up, but perhaps you could. If in the course of your adventures you find someone who, I don't know, looks at you just the right way, or perhaps the moonlight catches their eye in such a fashion as to give you a little warmth between your legs. If you could take the stone and if you have relations with him, it'd imprint on the stone, and then when you return it, I could turn it in and get some supplies to expand my business.
My character will blush pretty furiously for a moment and go, you want me to, well, I can't rule it out, but I can't really make any promises either. I'll take the stone and do what I can. And hey, if I fail in my quest, then you'll get the stone imprinted pretty quickly, if my mother's any indication.
I'd be greatly obliged. Thank you very kindly. Now, if there's anything at all I can help you with, please just let me know.
What do you have in the way of swords and shields?
Well, unfortunately, many of the swords that I've made just haven't been up to quality of late. So I've had to melt them down for scrap. I do have some shields around here, if you'll give me a moment to take a look for them.
All right.
She goes around looking for the shields that she has apparently misplaced. In the meantime, is there anything you'd like to do or just hang out in the smithy?
Um, sorry. I will kind of walk along the walls and see what's on display, stuff like that, just to pass the time.
Okay. She has a variety of items, mostly decorative, though it does appear that some of them are fairly ancient and might have properties greater than what she fully understands. She comes back with a very large shield with a lion roaring up on it. The shield itself is painted black. The lion is in shades of red, and a pulsing power radiates from it. Now, I know you're not perhaps comfortable with these kind of things, but the shield itself isn't evil, but it was used by an evil man. He used it to fight against, I don't know, some champion or other, and was eventually felled. The champion split the shield apart, and I was able to repair it and restore it mostly to serviceable conditions. I think you might be able to get some use out of it, but I can't really tell. I believe it would be reasonable for me to give you a discount on it. I'm only asking for, say, 800 gold.
Do you mind if I take a look at it first?
Oh, certainly, of course.
Okay, I turn it over in my hands and try to detect what magic is within it. I will
Do you
give you
have
a
detect magic?
spellcraft check, yeah, or like a spellcraft. Is it a spellcraft check to detect what items do?
You'd want to make a knowledge arcana check.
I do not have that.
It would only be spellcraft if you actually saw the magic in effect.
Okay. I guess I'll just do an appraise or something.
Okay.
Nah.
It's really hard to tell just how valuable the shield is. She did admit that it had been sundered once before, and typically things that suffer that much damage aren't as strong when they're put back together. But on the other hand, it does seem like she is a productive smith, if not perhaps the most successful one.
While I'm thinking about it, I will kind of turn to her and I'm sorry, I don't think I actually got your name. I'm Azira Solstheim. Solstheim.
Oh, that's very kind of you to introduce yourself. My name is Sir Kayleigh, or just Sir Kay if you prefer it short.
All right. Yeah, I will take the shield, I suppose. Give it a go, and we'll see about that whole stone business.
Oh, thank you very much. She hands the shield over to you and collects 800 gold.
All right. But after that, I'll just bid farewell to her.
Okie dokie. Let's see. So, it's everyone except Hedra. What's Hedra doing?
If I remember right, you said jack shit.
The kitten. She's being awfully cuddly. No, but I'm just standing around, walking around, doing jack shit, you know.
Okie dokie. Lothar
Unless, I'm
has...
trying to check with Jeannie, see if she wants to come out and play.
The genie is still in the ring.
Okay.
Okay, Lothar heads to the game hall as DCL is leaving it. Two of you nod to each other.
Hey. I'm gonna make a icicle dagger, which is one of my spells. It's a level 1 spell. I can do that, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go into the game hall.
Alright. They are playing games of chance.
I'm gonna observe the ogre magi and what he's playing exactly.
He appears to be playing some form of cards. Essentially, he and another player are dealt a hand of cards after putting down an initial wager. Then each one is given the opportunity to raise the wager. If the other does not at least match the value of the raise, they're obliged to leave, leaving their first item. It keeps going back and forth until both agree to no longer add additional items, or they simply run out. And at that point, they compare their hands, and whoever has the superior hand wins everything. It's something of a game of bluffing, because if you have a terrible hand but you're willing to risk it all, and the other person is not, you can end up making away with it, taking everything.
No, this is out of game. Can you see the cards when you deal them to me?
I cannot.
Okay. What was I going to say? I had one more question for you. It's Texas Hold'em, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
5
that's
cards. Well, kind of. It's just straight stud poker. 5 cards. Best hand. No hits,
Okay.
no pool, nothing.
Just straight through. All right.
Straight 5 card stud.
Excuse me, Ogre Magi.
Yes, yes.
You wouldn't happen to have something to wager, would you?
Why, yes I do. I just got this amazing ghost-touched psionic dagger. It was given to me after a very thrilling game of poker.
Cool.
Oh, poor DCL.
Did you want to play?
Perhaps. What do you have to offer?
Well, I have this shiny dagger right here.
He takes a look at it, looks back up at you.
You do understand that I am a accomplished caster myself, and this is rather insulting.
It's a dagger, isn't it?
It's a very low-level spell. I could create perhaps 16 of them if I was so inclined.
Damn, you're good.
Yes, I pride myself on knowledge of being swindled.
And I bet you're a great bluffer.
Perhaps.
Well, I can wager my clothes.
Are they magical?
No, they're just normal clothes.
Perhaps if you were a big-breasted elf, I might be interested in that, but old man like you, sorry, doesn't do anything for me.
Damn. Okay. How about this? And I pull out the fireball one.
Yes, I rather like those. I would gladly wager.
Okay. So I need to get the rules straight. If I wager this, you wager something, and then we go, right?
Yes, we both put up the initial wager. We're dealt cards, and then we go back and forth making wagers until we both agree to stop. I have a hefty supply of magical gear, and I hope you have the same.
So wait, you can just keep wagering things. What if I only have one thing?
Well, then I'm afraid you don't stand to gain very much either.
You, sir, are tricky. I like that. I will not be able to partake in this then. That is rather unfortunate.
Ah, what a pity. Well, I suppose there's other games for you, but for the time being, amuse yourself with whatever you like, but come on back next time you have something a little more hefty to put down on the table.
Oh, I will.
Excellent, excellent. I like your petals.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very pretty. Now, run along.
What are the other games in the game room or the game hall?
Well, a mimic is playing dice, and a beholder is playing a game that you're not exactly sure what the hell it is offhand. You probably need an explanation.
Okay. Now, are these all the same thing? Like, I have to wager more than one item?
No, not necessarily. You'd have to talk to the monster to figure out what the rules of the game are.
Okay. I'm going to go over to the beholder.
Yes, tiny creature. What do you want?
Holy shit, you have a lot of eyeballs.
Oh, I have so many eyeballs. I have all the eyeballs. Nobody else has any eyeballs.
Now, do you see in more than 2D?
I see in Ds you've never even seen before. You don't even know. You can't count that high. You're just a leg creature. So many legs. You need more eyes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't realize we were racist here.
It's not racist if you're just better than someone else. It's just factist.
I agree on many things that you are saying.
That's good. Shows that you have superior powers of comprehension.
So, what are you playing?
I play a game that is rather interesting. I don't know if you have the brain capacity to understand it.
Whoa!
Do you want to try to understand the amazing game of the Beholders?
Does it have to do with more than 2 eyes?
Maybe.
Because I
don't
only
think
have
you
2.
need them. It just helps.
Well, try explaining it to me, and I'll see if I can grasp the concept.
Basically, there are 21 sticks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Too much. I'm out.
I know. Numbers.
I'm out of here. You have a good one,
Yeah.
sir.
No way with you, old man.
And I leave.
21? I can't count that high.
Wonderful, wonderful.
21? I didn't know we had to do algebra.
Yes.
All right. And for the remainder of the day, Sinarra goes over to visit the temple. By the time she makes it over there, Calestra is leaving. She mentions that it's a fairly boring and uneventful place.
Pretty much. They're just having a service. The moaning wall was actually 10 times more interesting. The academy also seems pretty interesting, according to Senna here. But the temple, not so much.
As you are talking, the bells atop the temple ring out, sounding the hour, and at the conclusion of the final bell, there's a tremendous cracking sound in the air as though the sky is being torn open. From the heavens descend a cloud of angelic creatures that filter into the temple through a skylight.
I love it when I'm wrong. When do I start killing him?
Alright, I'm going to head in and look for where they landed.
Me
The
too.
angels have spread out amongst the clergy and are ravishing them.
Whoa. Not what I was expecting.
Angel orgy.
I am going to roll a knowledge religion just to see kind of what's been, I don't know, what's going on in the church now other than fucking.
Go ahead.
Can I do that as well? Or wait,
Sure.
I'm not over there.
No.
Or am I?
If the god supports them this much, it begs the question of whether she's actually mad or not.
Why are you mad?
Ignore the first one. That was a mistake roll.
You're not real familiar with the worship of Avara, though you assume that breeding has a lot to do with it. But frankly, it mainly just looks like angels are fucking with mortals. After all, Asamar's got to come from somewhere. Well,
Alright, I suppose I will just take my leave.
alrighty.
Although I will pause in the doorway and look at that gem that Kaylee gave me, and then kind of look back at the angels, back at the gem, shake my head, and then I'll actually leave.
What was that all about?
You get money if you fuck people with the gem.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So no angel fighting? No? Okay.
No fighting.
What?
Fucking.
No.
It
I'm not
teleported
going
out
to
of the
fight
city.
angels. What the?
Angel
I'm just going to
cockfighting?
grumble as I
What?
walk off.
Oh, this town is so boring. Me and Senna are gonna go have a pity party together.
Alrighty.
I suppose I'm going to ask the people that are assembled at the tavern if anyone can identify the shield I got.
Cool shield. What does it do?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, well, I guess I can take a look at it if you need me to.
Yeah, can you tell what it is?
Do you want me to roll Knowledge Arcana?
Knowledge Arcana, yes.
Or Detect Magic?
Just Knowledge Arcana.
Actually, it's spellcraft to identify items.
In this, it's Knowledge Arcana. Spellcraft is for spells.
Boom, baby! Mm. Oh, sorry, I mean, boom, baby!
Yeah. Alright, you're able to discern the item. It appears to be something that actually you thought had been destroyed, but you're a little surprised to see all in one piece like this. It's called the Bulwark of Infamy. And supposedly, anyone who strikes the bearer has the strike returned upon them. It is a +3 large shield that deals 2d6 necrotic damage to any attacker who misses a strike.
It does cool stuff.
What kind of cool stuff?
I just explained to her exactly what Dad said.
Okay, so that it basically reflects damage, but only if they miss striking me, which then they would then technically strike the shield.
Right. If they
Okay.
miss you, so you get the shield up to block them, then they